We at Warriors for Peace are dedicated to providing tailor-made defense techniques to prevent any future tragedies.
The horrendous events of 9/11 have revealed just how easily airport security can be breached. When all other systems fail, our last line of defense is the flight crew. There is no reason to have another 9/11 incident. The solution to the problem is training.
You give me flight attendants for 20 hours, and nobody's taking over that plane anymore.
Warriors for Peace is an organization dedicated to providing tailor-made self-defense techniques to the airline industry. Warriors for Peace co-founders Vince Cesari and Daniel Shriver have both been recently featured in television news stories.
Since September 11th, aviation officials have focused their efforts on tightening up airline security, but many members of the flight crew, flight attendants, and pilots alike say too little has been done and they still feel vulnerable in the air. Now a new program aims to change that, making the skies a little bit safer.
And I move, I hold.
Vince Cesari is a third-degree black belt.
As soon as he grabs with all of his sides, same thing, bring him down, move.
A jiu-jitsu instructor.
What I'm gonna give you is a few techniques that work in 1,000 different combat situations.
September 11th really hit home for Daniel Shriver. He lost a friend in the World Trade Center attacks. Now he is hoping to instruct flight crews in a form of martial arts that he thinks will provide peace of mind for customers at airports all across the country.
When I went to my friend's memorial, I made a pledge. I said, I know a martial art that could make a difference, and I'm going to make it my purpose and my mission to let as many people know about it as I can.
Atemi-ryu Jiu-Jitsu is the art of fending off an attack by quickly striking the weak points of an attacker's body.
All it takes is a technique. No strength, no size. A very small woman of small stature could take down a very large man.
Atemi-ryu Jiu-Jitsu consists of several relatively simple techniques that appear to work in almost any situation in the group's demonstrations.
I want to go to the hand, to the pressure point on the top of the hand, the finger over. Then I want to...
We actually put the techniques to the test here in the News Channel 15 studios, and they appeared to be successful here as well. After spending a few minutes learning a technique from Shriver, our reporter Nicole Mansky, who has no martial arts training, was able to fend off a mock attack. Shriver's group is fighting hard to achieve federal approval and funding so it can train U.S. flight crews in this martial art. Group members have attended 6 airport safety hearings out west.
Shame on me if I sit on my hands and do nothing.
And the group has also performed several demonstrations, resulting in a letter of recommendation to the FAA from California Congressman Henry Waxman.
Warriors for Peace has trained flight attendants and pilots from 4 major airlines, as well as personnel from the FBI, LAPD, military, and special forces. The flight attendants and pilots learned several Atemi-ryu Jiu-Jitsu techniques to defend themselves from any direction and in a variety of positions.
I was on a flight last night and they were terrified. You know what the lady said to me? The flight attendant said to me, you know, it's great that they have the pilots all locked up in the front there now, and they're just leaving us out here to die.
There is a global network of an estimated 10,000 highly skilled instructors ready, willing, and able to train flight crews.
I've been here doing these for 10 or 15 minutes total, and I feel that somebody could come up to me right now and I could handle myself.
Why should everybody be afraid? Because a handful of these bad guys are doing this, you know what I mean? And we have the skills, we can do this. All we have to do is do it, just do it. Let's get going.
The mission of Warriors for Peace is to provide peace of mind through strength and knowledge, and to ensure that the tragic events of 9/11 never happen again.
I move, and I move. I hold.
Vince Cesari is a third-degree black belt.
As soon as he grabs with all of his sides, same thing, bring him down, move.
A jiu-jitsu instructor. A weapons tactics specialist, and if he gets his way, no terrorist will ever again have control of an aircraft.
Stick him.
Ever.
I'm gonna make you the baddest thing flying in the sky, I swear.
Or Sensei Cesari, as he's honorably called by his students, is teaching flight attendants an ancient form of self-defense called Atemi Jiu-Jitsu as part of a program called Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace started after Daniel Shriver, a TV producer, lost a friend, a bond trader in the Twin Towers.
And I went to his memorial and I said, I know a martial art that would make a difference, and I'm going to make it my mission to tell as many people as I can.
Look, if I don't do anything else,
And that's the beauty of Atemi Jiu-Jitsu. You don't need a lot of or a lot of strength, just the knowledge to hit your opponent's weak spots and the confidence to carry it out.
you must know how to manipulate the peripheral and central nervous system by hitting certain areas that we teach you. And by that, you will control the person, because it's the knowledge that releases this great strength. It's not strength, it's knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Just take a look at what 20 minutes of training can do. Diane Fuqua is a flight for Continental Airlines. She used to feel intimidated by some passengers. Not anymore. Cesare and his Warriors for Peace want everyone in the cabin to be prepared. They teach flight attendants and pilots to defend themselves and stay in control.
And now turn the whole thing that way. Nice! Now, I disarm the blade right now. I take the weapon, I put it here. That's it. Call for help. I want you working with him.
The flight attendant asks Cesare what to do if they're strapped in during takeoff.
What I'm going to give you is a few techniques that work in 1,000 different combat situations. When you're in it, you'll know what to do.
A simple move.
Stand up and push that. Good.
And the class masters the technique. For Cesare, it's a victory. For the flight attendants, it could make the difference between life and death.
Total confidence. I've been here doing these procedures for 10 or 15 minutes total. And I feel that somebody could come up to me right now and I could handle myself.
You give me flight attendants for 20 hours, and nobody's taking over that plane anymore. How long?